CK2, and we're doing a new series this time in the Seven Kingdoms mod. Uh, excuse me. This is the first series I'll be recording on the Seven Kingdoms mod. I played it a little bit. Seven Kingdoms mod was more made for multiplayer at hand, but like Game of Thrones mod, it's had its quirks and bugs even with multiplayer. But it's still a pretty good mod for the fact that it's a little different from the Game of Thrones mod. As you can kind of see, just the map itself is drastically different. One of the things that really stands out is if you look the Iron Isles. There's way too many islands. There's not that many islands. I think the first couple patches didn't even have Lonely Light, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're not an Empire tier, but at the beginning they were all single, like none of them was king over the whole Iron Isles, but they fixed it in later patches. You have House War. But this is all broken up. It's called Age of Petty Kings when there was kings everywhere, and not just the Seven Kingdoms kings. Like even each individual kingdom has multiple kings. Like there's only two Empire tier kingdoms where you got the Reach with where's that? What the hell is he? There. The Gardeners, Garth the Sage. Gardner is one of the Empire tier characters. They have one of the bigger kingdoms. You see, these kingdoms are all broken up. They're not. I haven't broken them up myself. They're not Shattered Realm or anything. It's just how it is in the beginning. This is one thing that makes it good playing this game is that you can actually strive towards like uniting a whole kingdom. Now I don't think. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think there's a de jure Seven Kingdoms because there never was a seven Kingdoms up to this point. So I don't think you can put it together, but I'm not sure on that. So don't quote me. But yeah, the Reach itself is pretty big, but the only part that the Gardeners control right now is this green area. And they have a lot of vassals, 14 vassals with, they have 2 Lord Marshals, which are pretty much king tier titles in other kingdoms. And then the other, you see like he has 14 vassals. These other ones, these Lord Marshals, he has more than the damn King of the Reach. He has 16 vassals, and then the Tarly Marshal has 8. So like them all combined, and then there's High Lords that they have a shitload of vassals in the Reach. The other one being the Stormlands, where you have the Duradons, Storm King Malden the Fourth. They have a pretty decent size kingdom too. He has 17 vassals and then has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 High Lords. And each one of those High Lords has vassals, so there's a good amount of vassals here too. He just doesn't have Lord Marshals like the Reach does. Then you have like Dorne. In the beginning, Dorne didn't even have the Martells. I think this is before the landing of Nymeria. So only thing the Martells have is Sunspear, but they can actually are on the de jure Kingdom of Sunspear. So this whole little area here, they can control, I guess, if they wanted, or if you wanted to play as the Martells. There's another Martell. He has the Tower of the Sun, it's called. So then they have like the Viper's Nest, but I don't think they have those. They're all different houses. Yeah, like the Tollans, there's those Vipers, and some of them are like made up houses. They could have existed at one time, I guess you never know. Unless it's said otherwise. And you got like the Danes, and they don't have Valyrian steel swords on this one, but there is, I think, a mod. I'm not sure. Let me see. I think there's a mod that has sub-mod that has like the swords in their treasury, if I'm not mistaken. I thought there was. I thought it used to be on there. I thought without being a sub mod, but I guess not now. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, I've never done a recorded playthrough with this mod. Not that I have anything really against it. I just never have. See, look, here it is. Like, I guess it's not a sub, but they had Dawn in theirs before, but I guess like now you have to actually like try to get it. It was in the treasury at the beginning, like this red rain, which is, it looks kind of weird. It looks like a bat. I don't know why it looks like that, but I don't know. I doubt it looks exactly like that. There's no like description of it or anything. So I remember before in earlier ones they actually had descriptions of these swords. I think there's vigilance. Like I think that one's somewhat similar. Like it has the, it's supposed to be like, I guess, the high tower and the hill, but it looks more like the Olympic torch kind of. Like this one says a little bit, but doesn't say much. But yeah, it adds. Only thing it really does is adds martial and personal combat. You like personal combat at 10. That's crazy. Like the Game of Thrones mod has actual like combat, a dual skill, that's what it is. So this one's more based off the vanilla Crusader Kings, and like you can only be a knight like the Game of Thrones mod if you're a follower of the faith. But as you be able to see here in a second, there's not that many Faith of the Seven people. It actually was even less in the beginning because the date is 6566. So it's a good almost 2,500 or 1,500 years before Aegon's Conquest. So yeah, it's pretty. Well, no. Yeah, 1,500 years. Yes, 1,500 years before he even came around. So you got a lot of old gods in places where there isn't anymore, and then even these little sub like religions, like you have the Ironwoods that are the Vulture. I don't know why it says the Vulture, but it says old gods here. I don't know why. I don't know. It says the Vulture. I guess maybe that's their. Oh no, it says Stone Dormers. Yeah, like I said, a lot of things on here I don't even know. So don't get me lying, but yeah, it has some little sub things, like they have the Sisters of the Waves or some shit. Lady of the Waves for the Sistermen. The people of the Iron Isles, of course, Drowned God. They do have Beyond the Wall, old gods. There's like that pagan symbol. So yeah, it's not as unique to itself like the Game of Thrones mod is. A lot of these things are based off of vanilla versions, like the symbols and everything. Here you got like the Moon Singers or Bravos, which is. But then you see like this little symbol here. That's the Ekta, whatever it's called for Muslim characters in the vanilla version. And then you got like R'hllor. I don't know what the Boashi is. It's the first I've heard that. Yeah, I don't know. It says the blind god, patron deity of Lorath. I mean, maybe it is real. Like, I don't know a shitload about Lorathi religion. You have Maiden of the Harvest in this like Pentos area. Yeah, so like R'hllor, Trios, Weeping Lady. But yeah, you have, as it comes to Essos, there's only a little sliver of it. Pretty much like the free cities, not even all the free cities, and then it's a viceroy, which is pretty much like an emperor, a basilisk of like the Byzantine Empire. He controls all that, but he has vassals, which are like free cities that are available. And then you have the stepstones, all that shit. So yeah, but we are playing. Sorry, keep coughing, but we are playing as Theon, the Hungry Wolf. Start. And he is 22 years old. We are old god tribalism in the north, which is where it's all feudalism, like it is in the regular mod. You got oh, actually that's right. They did add the Veil. That's the third Empire tier one, and the Aarons are like the real like big faith of the seven followers because if you know your history, it came from Andalus over here through the fingers. But in the older versions, they had the Royces that were old gods, and that's like why they clashed. Like if you look at like their sigil, it's runes. Like their place is called Runestone. Like that was the only way they kept history in the first men old god faith. So, but here I don't know why they put them as the faith of seven, and history like they rebelled against them. I don't know if I think they were like one of the kings of the Vale, and the Aarons, being these faith of the seven followers, tried to come in and put their way of life on the Vale. But as you see, they start out at war. In the older versions, it wasn't that. But yeah, Andar Royce was a lot more stronger than this guy is. And his siblings were killed by Aaron. So was his father, Robar. This was the one they started out with, I think, was Robar Royce. And as you can see, he's hanged on the Order of King Roland. And this guy was a lot more OP in the older versions. I think they scaled it back a little. But if you want to play a really OP person, then you got the Muds, which is an old house that's I can't even speak right now. They're gone, completely gone. There's like 2 people that claim they're Muds. I think that are in the Golden Company or something like that. Some cells are company, but they used to rule from Oldstones, which is a ruin in the other game. They right now they're King Tristan of the River and Hills. He's the king. They start off at war in what's it, Urin's Folly, whoever the hell this guy is, Urin Iron Man. I guess he's where's his shit at? Right here. I guess he's an Ironborn. Project Stead, I guess it's called. He's an Ironborn from Pike, and I guess he tries to take land or whatever. I don't know. I don't know if this is a little side thing. I don't think this is canon or what. But if you want to play with somebody really OP, this guy's 65, so he's not gonna last a lot longer. He's ill, but his heir has a 46 martial. Even his other traits are pretty decent for being side traits. He's a legendary warrior. He's Christopher the Hammer of Justice, which is a canon history person. I mean, from the old history of it. He has it's supposed to be a warhammer called Justice, but this is like the one weapon that actually has like a backstory thing on it, description. But yeah, like he is fucking OP if there ever is. He's got a personal combat skill of 16, which is crazy. Yeah, so if you want to play somebody that's really overpowering as your heir, he's gonna come in probably within the first year of him being ill at 65. But let's get back to where we're at. Okay, we are the Starks. Theon, the Hungry Wolf of Winterfell. Now that is a real character. I don't know if the years add up or not off the top of my head, but he was a real king of the North. So if you look now, this is all broken up. This is before the Starks actually had the whole North. You have the Barrow Kings, which you know from history, they take out later on, and you have the Marsh Kings. And then you got the Red King, or whatever, yeah, Red King Royce Bolton. These are the Grey Starks down here, which is he's Lord Protector, but he's not a vassal of the Starks, which you would think, because they supposedly gave this to some Starks and called them Grey Starks. They pretty much got the same sigil as the Stark. What the hell is the Winterfell at? Pretty much the same sigil, just like reversed. If you look here, see. But then you got like the Last Earth, Carhold, which should be a cadet branch. I don't know why it doesn't say. Lord Protector. Damn, he's not a king, but still has a king. He might as well be king. It just doesn't say king. But yeah, then you got the Wolfswoods, the Glovers. So yeah, most of this there's not a lot of what's it called? I can't remember what the hell they're called. There's not a lot of things, pop-ups and shit. Events, that's what it is. Not a lot of events because it's supposed to be for multiplayer. So a lot of this is more about trying to take stuff, but it makes it a lot more intriguing with the fact that you can, you know, try to bring these places together. Like you can bring the whole North under the one banner. You know, it's gonna be hard and long. A lot of times to even declare war. Like if you're gonna declare war against the Boltons, you can go ahead and try. But if you see here, let's look at one that has like counties under it. That's only the kingdom subject. Alright, so if you look here, county conquest, you have to have certain things to even do it. So you have to be able to lose 50 prestige, which you know you start out with like 40 something, and then duchy invasion, which would be this whole little chunk. You have to have 500 prestige, and to take an entire kingdom, 1500 prestige, and you lose that prestige. So you can only take a kingdom every so often if you even get that much sometimes. And like every time somebody dies, you know, you don't get their prestige. So yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a task in itself just to do that. But we'll go ahead and choose ambition. I guess maybe we'd just pick room air because it boosts up fertility. We do have 2 kids right now. We have Prince Brandon. He's only 3 years old. I'm thinking maybe I want to make him duty because I don't want him just to have his martial. But yeah, let's do duty, man. Maybe have another son, make him more a fighter. Both our kids are strong. One's attractive. I think the other one's quick. No, he's diligent. What the hell is that one thing? House Stark. I guess the boys, the males only get that. It's a little thing. I guess it gives extra opinion or whatever. So yeah, our daughter's got decent martial. 1-year-old. Yeah, and she's strong. We'll give her duty too. I used to give my kids duty all the time, unless they're like 2nd, 3rd, 4th boys, and make them some fighters. You know, don't worry about a bunch of their other stats. But if they're gonna be the ruler, you know, I like them to be more like evenly rounded. You know what to say? What was I gonna do? Okay, yeah, we have a lot of brothers and a sister, but let's look at our sister real quick to see if we can get her married off to get a. See, the thing is, I don't want to marry her off right yet due to the fact that we don't have that much money, and they're gonna want a dowry. But I think it's not as much because it's based off of vanilla. So we have a lot of kings here that don't have wives, and I don't want to wait too long. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do it now. We could get an alliance with the Gardeners, or now we have the Hooded King of Danefort. But let's see who has more men. I guess Daniel. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have on this. The Rains have a decent amount too. We have the Lannister. Yeah, I don't think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's a Lannister king. I think. But this is I guess a vassal of them. Let's see. Yeah, Tyrion of the Rock. That's right. And then it's not called Casterly Rock. I think it's called I don't know. That's the gods would have Lannister. There's a lot of weird names on here. It's hard to get like used to. But yeah, I think we should go ahead and make that move because of the fact that he won't wait around. He's 20, she's 18. We're both old god followers, which is pretty cool because I have it to where you can't marry of the faith. But I think you can't. You could ask. They're not going to do it. Let's see. Right click. He will accept, and it will give us prestige. That's what we need more than cash in this game. Really, is prestige. You do need money because it costs to raise your armies and everything. So I'm not saying it doesn't matter, but the prestige really matters to do anything in this one. So it's a little bit of difference from the other mod, but we'll go ahead and do that one. Let's look at our brothers here. We have a 20-year-old brother. He's got good stewardship. We have two brothers that have 18 stewardship. We have a lady of Mistwood. I don't think she will agree outside of matrilineal. It says she will, but you know, I don't know. Where is Mistwood anyways? Shit. It's under the radar, so it's in the Stormlands. It'd be cool if we could get her to agree to it, but I don't want her to do that, brother. I mean, he's well, I guess he is the oldest one. I guess we can check. I mean, if she doesn't do it, she's a sociopath, though. I don't know if that's such a good thing. But if we have regular marriage, we can make this Stark lands later. So when they have kids, so we'll go ahead. And there's the princess of Grey Stark. I might do that. One of my other brothers. Let's go ahead and see. If she doesn't do it, she doesn't do it. Who cares? It's not like it's gonna be a big loss. She doesn't. Now, his brother doesn't like us at all. This brother isn't married, but I don't have the right to marry him because see, he should be in my court though. Like, yeah, we can't marry him because he's him lord. We can marry this one off. Let's see what this is our bastard brother. It happens to be named John. We have Rickon. Let's see. Alright, Jean's a little old. Let's see, fucking this is a Beyond the Wall. They got the weird looks from real pasty faced. That's weird. Why does he not have that many? Oh, I guess they're all are. There's not really much to pick from. I mean, there's a couple. Like there's two Grey Stark princesses. I want to see which one is older. She's 24. This one's 24. They're twins. No wonder. And I think we would like to get an alliance with him. He does like us an awful lot. I think it's because we're like supposed to be kin. So I'm trying to see which one is first. She's the older one, but they don't do the women don't inherit shit in this part. So I guess it doesn't really matter. She's a better marshal, but she's more she's smarter and has stewardship, so I guess we'll try her. She's 24, so maybe we will try to marry her to Gior. Maybe he's a dick, but yeah. We'll go ahead and I'm making sure I ain't gonna regret this because he doesn't like us at all. Let me see. How's Rickon? Yeah, we'll marry to Rickon. Fuck him. I don't want him to do something stupid. She's honorable. Yeah, he's pretty good too, I guess. Yeah, brave, honorable, trusting. We'll go with that one. We won't gain any prestige from this. This is more like alliance based. Alright, what else do we need? Our recruit court position, yes, that's in this you don't have a maester. You have sent messengers and scouts out in all directions to scout around for skilled physicians that would be willing to take out residence in your court. Word should reach you shortly if they manage to find a suitable candidate. Hopefully they will not bring back a quacksalver. Alright. Let's go ahead and we already have this up on speed. We already have all the stop plots. This guy's already trying to fabricate shit, but I think he's gonna probably was told to end the plot. Righteous Winterfell Theon busts upon your house. Accept your suggestion. Did she really accept that? Wow. Okay. So he's off to Mistwood. which kind of sucks. Like, I didn't want to lose him, but he's a title claimant. So, and he's a pretender and claimant why he's not at my court, so he can be a pain in the ass later, but I don't think we'd have to worry about it too much. Unless, like now, she could use his claim to go to war with me, I think. I don't know if he could or not, but he's considered a king, so who knows. But yeah, a Stark will end up ruling, and she's a High Lord at that, so she has this little area of the Rainwood. So it might help us out later on, down the line, when their kid takes over, because it will be a Stark down there. So, that's cool. Let's see. I accept your suggestion, Prince Rickon and Princess Jane. So, that happened. I accept your suggestion now. Our sister is there. She's a title claimant too, but it doesn't matter. She gets a claimant, but it isn't going to do anything. So now, they're husband and wife, and their kids will be my nephew and nieces. And then hopefully we can get an alliance if she will. Great. Let's make sure he's not in that shit first. I don't want to get drawn into something stupid. Because you'll lose a lot of prestige, I think, in this one if you do not go about. I mean, you can always say you're going to join and then not do shit, just sit there. But we will go for the alliance right off the bat. He is only 20, we're 22. The Rangers report of erudite herbalist that resides in a hut in the outskirts of a nearby town. The herbalist named Marissa seems eager to accept the offer of becoming a personal physician and has prepared an immense bundle of strange herbs to be delivered to your court should she be accepted. What does she want? 10 gold. She got high learning, beautiful cleric, gardener. Not that that really matters. I was trying to get a position. Did he have positions in this? Renown. No. Let me see if they have the position tree. Nope. Alright. I guess they don't have the renowned position trait like they do in the vanilla version, so I guess she's gonna have to do. Alright. We need a commander. We have a whole bunch of other shit too to get his opinion that we're gonna give out a little bit. Yeah, for some reason we have this Prince Blackwood Vale. I was thinking about marrying her to him, because I was looking at that earlier. Let me see, where is this guy? He has 6,000 men, and they're pretty close to us, so, but yeah, I'd rather have the gardeners. Even though they're a little bit away, they're not really that far away, but they have a lot of men. I mean, 6,000 I'm shy at, but yeah, maybe he's 20. I don't know, maybe we can find something, but yeah, he is in our court as of right now until his dad dies. So we will make him a commander. We're gonna go to that later. Alright. Dear brother-in-law, peace be with you. Accept your proposal for an alliance. That's good. Yeah, so I really just wanted to go over what you can do and what, you know, the way this game is. You can just do like all the other ones where you can upgrade a lot of your shit. But this one has a shitload of like upgrades. You spend a shitload of money. As a primitive timber and stone wall, like it shows, it's a 5 out of 11 castle. Now, let me see. The gardeners. I'm trying to see if they have like some like bosses castle. It just says high garden. See, this is stupid. Why would we have one that says Winterfell? Yeah, like look, there's a huge castle, and you get different things like higher tax income, but it takes down the tax modifier because of the upkeep, I guess. And then the fort level, you get 420 infantry, professional, like a whole bunch of other shit. The higher up it is, but just being high garden, they get shit. Like, why doesn't they have one that says Winterfell? Oh, it does. Never mind. Yeah, alright. We have a crypt. Yeah, we had the same pretty much. Yeah, we have a major castle, so we're one step down from there. But like to upgrade it, it costs prestige, not money. So you got it costs more prestige to do that than it does to take a fucking kingdom. So yeah, but like anything else, you can upgrade shit. So I really just wanted to lay out what the series is gonna be like. This is probably gonna be more of a building money and prestige to be able to take shit. Like we already have 275, but that was all doing marriages. Like he's at he's secluded. What happened? They haven't really done any fighting yet though, so I mean, but we can go to war not for any of his things right now. We can make him a tributary, and I'll show you like if they help him. So, but I don't think we would need help. But being a tributary, you'd have to give us 40% of all his income, which he's not really making anything. He's actually losing money because he's probably got things raised up, armies raised. But then again, he's in seclusion, so he couldn't. Yeah, unless he has lords like him. Weeper's Ford. Yeah, this must be places over here. You gotta get awfully close to see. Weeping. Should be like Weeper's Ford. Yeah, they're over here. So yeah, they're getting ready to fight a team unless they're sieging. Yeah, they're sieging out shit right here. So yeah, I'm seeing if maybe we can come to their aid. That's right, we are, they would like an alliance, because then we could help them take back them. What is this for? Attacking rule. There's your war over Shepherd's Hearth, which is probably something on the, yeah, right here. It's a big ass area. Man. See, like, I want to help them, but in the same way, like, I want to take his shit too. Well, I guess it'd be. See, they don't have that. Oh no, where's he at? I think they do have a good amount of men. I think we will join the line. We'll get form the alliance. They'll probably want to call us into war, but I guess it's okay. Well, we'll debate on that for next time. But yeah, I just wanted to let everybody in on the new series and what it entails. But next time we'll either join the alliance with them or still try to build up our prestige. I think we might go after Barrow Kings too. Let's see what can we do with him. We can take a lot of counties. Whole shitload of counties he has. Like Torrance Square. Like that should be part of ours anyways. You got a lot of little areas. I don't want to take a bunch of small shit. He's got 2 duchies. That's a big portion there. And then that one there. It's 500 prestige. We're over halfway there anyway, so we might be going for that instead of helping out with the Boltons. We don't want to lose a shitload of men. But yeah, we might go for that one. The Torrance Square one. That's a big chunk and it's really close to Winterfell. So until next time, it's Tony, aka Last Earth. We will I'll probably do another one tomorrow. So I'll see you then. Bye.